Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here with us today. My name is Ashley Finstrom. I am the brand ambassador for Bellabay. And here with me, I have Angela Worth, one of our realtors, and she's going to be talking to us about building a referral-based business. Thank you so much for being here, Angela.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to talk about this because this is something that really gets my belly excited and full of fire to really work with people that I know, like, and trust, and also know, like, and trust me. So teaching others how to do that is great because it's going to not only help your business, but it also helps to build my network as far as who wants to work with me agent-wise or colleague-wise. So what I would say, number one, is just what I like to do with my clients is really give them an experience that it wows them. Something that would wow a client as far as showing them that I am worth referring to for their colleagues and friends is to provide them with those extra little things, like going and getting them a gallon of paint when they need it, or giving them dinner when I know that they're decluttering their house. I'm actually doing that tonight. It's those little things that not only nurture the person and your relationship, but it shows them that you really care and it's not just about the sale. Mm-hmm. That's really what's going to get you referrals, because then they're going to trust you to take care of their friends and family. Another thing is to also show them that you're loyal. I pride myself with my listings. Number one, I do not do dual agency. The reason being is because I show my clients that I have their best interests at heart. That's not to say that other agents can't.
Sure.
For me, that's one of the first things that I'm like, look, I'm loyal to you first. I cannot provide you 100% service if I'm also handling the buyer, or if I'm also handling the listing, if I'm the listing or the buyer's agent, for example. So showing them that you're truly loyal to them and you're willing to go above and beyond to help their situation and go up to bat for them is super important.
That's amazing. So you're kind of saying, though, it's totally up to the realtor. If they feel comfortable doing it, great. If they don't, great. And really figure out what it is that's going to make your clients feel like no matter what, you have their best interest at heart.
Exactly. And I know plenty of agents that do like to do both on one transaction. I just personally don't. And I also feel that shows my clients a lot of loyalty to them. One of the other most important parts of a referral-based business is thanking people. Mm-hmm. We get so busy and we forget to do the little things, like just a handwritten card. Thank you so much for X, Y, and Z, or thank you for trusting me with your transaction. Thank you for a referral. Like, making sure that you're thanking your clients as much as you can, and authentically, like, don't thank them for waving hi, or don't thank them for giving you a thank you note. Like, it's just, you have to still be authentic and not let it come across as you feel like you have to do this. But it's about thanking people. And we often get super busy and too consumed by what's happening to just stop and pause and really digest the people in our life and just say thank you.
Getting into that process and having somebody who actually cares enough to make sure they're keeping that in the forefront of their mind about those things.
Yeah.
Is refreshing, honestly. Just having somebody who actually cares that you're doing business with.
Well, that, and even, and I'm not saying you need to send thank you cards to all of your clients, but if we are all on Facebook or social media or something that tells us when people's birthdays are, versus like blasting it on there. I send them a text. I send them an email. So something that's a little more personal than just putting it on their wall, so, and just those little things go a long way. Or acknowledging that they're having a baby or they got married, as well as, yes, they bought a house with you, but those other things are super monumental moments of their life, and acknowledging that also is the next step to saying thank you for other things. That also actually goes into my next topic, which is staying on their mind. What that means is letting them stay on your mind as well. Like, you pay attention to their life. And in doing so, they're always going to remember that you sent them a holiday card. You sent them a home anniversary card. I send anniversary cards every year to my clients. in the month that they bought their house with me. And it's not just last year, it's people who bought houses with me 3-4 years ago. Like they're all going to get a card, maybe sometimes brownies or a text, but just always stay in the back of their mind. That way, if anybody ever asks them about a realtor, hey, I have a great one. You know, she just sent me this card last week or last month, and you're right there, and they're not going to forget your name.
Oh, that's amazing. So do you have any tools you would suggest for other realtors to kind of keep track of all of those things? I know everybody has something different as far as this.
Yes.
But what do you use?
So I actually was shown this product, and it's not a CRM, but it's a CRM for gift management, I would say, or client management. And what it is it used to be called Banner Season. I think it's now called Mailbox. What I do is I upload all of my past clients. You can even put your friends and family in there too and keep track of their birthdays. And you can send out monthly emails or monthly postcards actually, or monthly greeting cards. I actually sent all my holiday cards out that way, as well as I sent my holiday gifts. I send my clients gifts every year. And it's not just the people that bought with me last year. It's always. So I've got like 140 people I send gifts to at Christmas. And yeah, it's a lot of investment, but it's worth nurturing. And my business is 95% referral and repeat clients. So Banner Season is a way that you can put in the home anniversary. You can put their birth dates in there. You can put anything else in there. I actually, I'm a big part of Women's Council of Realtors, and I was able to send one of our co-members a picture from her wedding, and it's very cute. It's very tasteful, and it was like $20. So, and it went right to her. I don't have to ship anything. I just order it, put their name, number, anniversary, goes right to them. With that system, I actually also am able to do my farming for certain neighborhoods. So I have a list of about 700 people that I'm sending monthly postcards to on top of that, and they're not people I know, but you can do a lot of things for that system management besides even just your immediate friends and family that you've been working with.
Great tip for some of our new realtors.
Right. And this is a little side note, but it costs money to make money. I promise that every amount that you put in your marketing, you're going to receive back tenfold. So while you're scrounging $100 to send out mailers, you're going to get that back thousands. So just do it. Next topic, referral partners. This is huge. One of the avenues I've gone is I'm heavy into networking. I love networking with other people, colleagues, anybody in our industry. Outside of that, though, it's great to connect with people that are financial advisors, insurance agents. I mean, they're still kind of in our industry, but I've gotten probably 10 referrals from insurance agents and financial advisors that are great. And number one, those people, if they're referring realtors to their clients, then obviously they trust who they're referring their clients to. So it just says a lot when you can be referred to from somebody that handles all of this person's money. I'm working with several clients right now from a personal advisor who he said, hey, Angela's going to take care of you. She's going to provide you service that you're never going to forget, and she's going to bat for you. It's important to really work with other professionals that can give you referrals outside of real estate, obviously, because fellow realtors aren't going to refer you. Of course. That being said, also being part of Women's Council, I've had referrals from other states of people who are looking for agents in Grand Rapids to help their clients that are relocating, which is really great. And I've worked with 3 people that way just in the past year and a half. So it's really important to connect beyond even your immediate sphere, but rather go to other entities such as financial advisors, insurance agents, or even, it's great to have a fabulous lender by your side to connect with, and they'll give you referrals as well.
Awesome. So how would you suggest then when realtors are getting into this business and they don't necessarily already have the relationships, and how do they approach the lenders, the title companies, and form those partnerships?
What I would say is look at your connections already. Are your kids in any sporting activities? Are there any parents that already support that team? For example, my daughter used to be at our athletics, and there are parents there that also had businesses, and I connected with them that way. So if you're a new agent and you really don't have those circles, what I would say is just go on LinkedIn, do a Google search, see what's by your house. Say, hey, can I buy you coffee? Can we chat? I'm looking to connect with a financial advisor for referrals, because we're going to have people and clients as well that need financial advising, and I want you to be my go-to person. So it's just a matter of just putting your feet in the water and seeing what happens.
Do you think that getting into real estate, getting into this industry, it's important to really find your niche and kind of the group that you're supposed to be a part of and dive in?
I do. I'm a huge advocate for networking. When I first became an agent, the brokerage I was with, not my current brokerage, but my former brokerage was heavily against networking.
Oh.
Once I know, right? Like, why wouldn't you? Because evidently he just wanted us in the office calling people, and cold calling people is not nurturing a relationship. When you are out networking and you find a group of people that you can collaborate with, when you find people in your industry to just get a connection with, and you become a team. I really feel like a lot of us think that we're battling against other agents, and that's not the case at all. My philosophy is we are all in this for the same thing, and that's to help sell houses and help our clients find houses. The only way to do that is if we work together. I'm not working against my colleagues. I look at it as, hey, how can we work together? And how can we get to the finish line so that everybody is happy? That's not to say I won't go up to bat for my clients. When needed, I'm definitely going to show my teeth. But if you can build relationships in your network, or find Women's Council or YPN, or there are other groups that have affiliations in networking events where you can just really connect with people, because guess what? If you're up against 30 offers, they're going to know your name, and they're going to know that you smiled and you talked to them and you shook their hand when it was non-COVID time. But they're going to know that you have a heart and that you have more than just the transaction at stake. They're going to know you have relationships at stake. You have a reputation to uphold. And I don't know about you, but I would much rather nurture relationships and do 29 solid, healthy transactions start to finish than do 60 transactions that clients will never work with me again, or colleagues would never work with me again. So it's really important to nurture those relationships.
Yeah, I mean, everything you're talking about just keeps going back to that authenticity that you were originally talking about, the importance of nurturing that relationship from the ground up, and in a way that shows that you actually care about them instead of just completing that transaction, which we've all, dealt with agents who do just focus on the transaction.
Right.
And it's just not the same.
When it becomes purely transactional, your clients can tell, your colleagues can tell, your broker or your people in your circle know, and they're not going to want to work with you. You have to show you have a heart and you care.
Yeah.
And not be fake.
Yeah. Well, it certainly seems like it's working for you, and it doesn't come off as fake with you at all. It seems like your clients have kept coming back time and time again because of the way that you're nurturing that relationship. And so you definitely have some good things to say and to present to all of the other agents as ideas that they can use going forward, which is really exciting.
Yeah. So one thing I didn't get to touch base on, which we talked about finding your niche, but it's more hobbies. Hobbies are huge. I'm part of a cycling team that's local. I teach at MVP. I teach cycling classes. I get so many referrals from those two things. Like, and they're not referrals that I ask for. They're just people that, hey, I know that you do this. Like I have 2 clients right now that are both from my cycling team. And so it's also looking outside of real estate, looking outside of, I don't know, your normal day-to-day activities, but like, what can you do? What are your hobbies? What are your interests? It's really difficult right now because of COVID. You can't really have group get-togethers or whatnot, but it's just something to keep in your back pocket for the future. Like, hey, you can't do real estate 90 hours a week. You know, you need some time for yourself. And a lot of times when you nurture relationships outside of that and outside of real estate that are in your hobbies, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, like if you take your kids to activities or, I don't know what else, like art class, photography class, I don't know. Sure. But it's just a matter of just getting outside of your normal day-to-day life and using those hobbies and other group interests to your advantage in a way.
Yeah, and it certainly seems like a good fit. I know everybody that I've encountered at Bellabay just feels the same way about work-life balance, and that family is really important, and that nurturing those relationships and being able to feel like a healthy, functioning person and not, stressing out all the time because of how intensely you can just focus on work and dial in on just the transaction so easily. And it's been amazing to see that Bellabay really nurtures that for their agents, and that it's obviously worked for you. You've been able to create this referral-based business and have a life and be there for your family. And it's continued to grow. It's
fun, and I'm learning more and more every day, and with every transaction, every client, every listing. So, we all I think it's important for us to just support each other any way we can. And that is one thing I have found with Bellabay. I left the other brokerage and I came to Bellabay like right away. And I've been here 3.5 years, and I've loved it because they nurture my soul. They aren't afraid to help me, and I'm not afraid to help them. And it's amazing to have people that have your back.
It sounds like you're thriving and you're able to give all this amazing advice to future agents and even seasoned agents. There are a lot of agents that choose to go the lead route, and then when they're first trying to get into building their business this way, they don't know the first steps, and you've just given them a bunch that are really going to help them in the future.
Well, and you know what? It's totally fine if people don't want to work on a referral basis. I think it's important to know the personality of the person that you want to work with. There are some people that I'm just like, you know what? I don't think you're going to work well with me. I feel like you would work best with this person. And I've referred clients to other people just because I knew that our personalities just weren't going to mesh well. And there's nothing wrong with that either. You refer for a referral fee and they take care of them the way they will and the way you know they should be taken care of still. But yeah, it's important to work with people that are like you.
Yeah, and it just goes to show that you actually are putting your clients' needs first when you're willing to make that decision. You know that they're going to work better with someone else, and you're not afraid to pass them off to somebody who's going to be a better fit for them.
Yeah. Again, teamwork, right?
Yeah. Teamwork. Bellabay. Well, Angela, thank you so much for being here with us today, talking to us about building a referral-based business. I hope you all got as much out of it as I did. And thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was fun.